Hello guys, it's Glurmit here, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can beat the third sister mission in territory battles without having to use fifth brother. Now some of you may be wondering why you would even want to be able to do this. There is a reason guys, and that's because you actually have to platoon fifth brother in this sector, so someone in your guild will have to be able to clear the mission without using him in the starting lineup. Now at first thoughts this was extremely difficult. This was my first time running the Reva Mission, and I have the guild leaders in my guild to thank for the advice and for helping me through the mission. Without their help I probably would have failed, so it's amazing that they were there to help me, so massive thank you to them. And basically what I'm going to be doing is going over the strategy, but first we need to go over the mods. Now the modding for this mission is very specific. It's a bit like the cam mission, but I would say even more in detail, because there's certain mod requirements and restrictions in place. So the first thing here guys is you're going to want to mod for protection and crit avoidance. These are the two most important stats. You do not want any health on your characters because it heightens the risk of dying to a thermal detonator. This is something we really want to avoid. So as you can see here guys, I'm going through my characters and we are really working on making sure that protection is the first stat we're looking for, and then we're adding on that crit avoidance on the arrows. Now luckily for me, I happen to have lots of crit avoidance arrows because part of my modding strategy for my account has been to save these on the rare chance that I need them, and all of a sudden I do need them. So if you don't have these, protection primaries is a must. You're going to want to mod for decent speed on 7th sister and decent speed on 8th brother. Everyone else, it doesn't really matter too much. 2nd sister, who I'm using here, just mod literally 0 speed guys. You will see that towards the end of the video I'm actually putting on the lowest mods I can find, and we were celebrating in that Discord call because we needed them to be 0 speed, because you don't want them taking turns and fueling the detonators on your team. For 9th sister, again, very slow, as high protection as you can get. All the mods again you'll see throughout the video on the screen, and for the most part guys, the modding is honestly the hardest part of this mission. Once you're into the battle there is some RNG involved, but for the most part there is a strategy you can follow to get good results. And as you see here guys, 2nd sister's being modded. We spent a while going through her mods. We was really trying to find the mod set that worked the best, because you do not want a health set, you do not want any health, you do not want any speed, so you really want those 0 speed mods that would normally be garbage, but hey, I saved them and it came out big time for me. So the final thing I want to say for the modding here guys is do prioritize not having a second mod set. Do not be afraid to have a crit damage mod in there, a tenacity mod in there, even a potency mod in there, but what you don't want is to have a health set at all. The defense sets on 9th sister was nice, and overall, once you get the mods right, it shouldn't be too difficult. Okay guys, so moving into the mission, the first thing you're going to want to do is just hope that nothing goes terribly wrong in the opening turn, and then you're going to want to ability block Nebit. Now by not bringing 5th brother, it means I cannot dispel the stealth, so you have to wait for Scavenger to take that turn, because once they take that turn the stealth is going to disappear and you're going to be in a good position to be able to start working on them. They are your primary target. Now the first thing we do here is we actually come in and we're going to apply the 3rd ability. This is going to apply torture, and we're going to do this on Nebit. The reason for this is it gives us tenacity up and it helps us start working through Nebit. They have a lot of defense, we want to be removing that as well. So we go ahead, we apply this ability, we gain the tenacity up, and now Scavenger's gone. So now Scavenger's gone, we're in a position where we can actually go forward and start working on them. So what we do is we go ahead and we use the 3rd ability. Now you do not want to use the 2nd ability ever, or for that fact you do not want to use any ability that removes Purge. This is the 2nd ability on 9th sister, this is going to include the 3rd ability on 2nd sister, the heal on 7th sister, and on 8th brother the special as well. So you want to avoid these abilities, and we're just going to keep on basicking and whittling away at Scavenger. Once Scavenger's out, this wave is not too difficult here guys, but be aware, you know, we need to be careful that we don't get too many thermal detonators, and this is why I made it very clear at the start of the video, you do want very low speed on 2nd sister and 9th sister, because if they go too quick you're going to start building them detonators up, and you're going to do it before Scavenger comes out stealth. So make sure you're always ability blocking them, make sure you're always coming in. Save Grand Inquisitor's special here, because it is an ability block, it is a heal. You can also time it with 7 7th Sister's heal for best effects. Now, I've actually saved 7th Sister's heal right until the end here, guys, and the reason being, we want to use it to make sure that when the detonators pop on her, which they will any second now, that she doesn't die. If she dies, the second wave is basically a no-go. So we come in, we basic here on Nebbit, and then 7th Sister gets the kill, and then GI does another basic here on the Engineer, and we will hopefully follow up with another kill any second now. Now, as you can see, we have 9 detonators on us. We are going to have them blow up, so we heal. And the heal will guarantee that 7th Sister will not fall in this wave. And finally, we finish with an 8th Brother basic, the 7th Sister assist, the heal comes in, and then we basic again, and this will be the first wave completed. So now moving on to the second wave, you are going to be facing Jedi Master Kenobi. Now this is going to be a difficult mission, a difficult wave, but it's a similar strategy to before. So we go ahead, we basic. You want to build up those stacks of Purge as quick as possible. We're going to go for the basic here again, which takes us up to 3 stacks. And then again, guys, do not use a Purge removal ability, but we are going to go ahead and ability block. The key to beating JMK is to always keep him ability blocked, because the second that drops, he's going to use his special and he's going to cleanse himself. And if he cleanses himself, you're in for a really bad time. So we go ahead, we throw the middle. That is going to blind him, it's going to burn him and apply some more debuffs. We're going to do this big hit. There is no downside to doing this, it's not going to do a lot. Honestly, 2nd Sister's just being bought here so you can bring an Inquisitor. That is the only reason we're using her here. So we go ahead and do that. We're going to continue to basic. You want to save the heal. You don't want to use it too early, guys. Also bear in mind that JMK is going to be removing Foresight and just being a real pain from you if you let him. So we come in. Now at this point, there is no point doing the middle ability. We need that ability block. So we're going to go ahead and basic so that next time we'll be able to use that middle ability and take full advantage of the ability block there. We're going to come in, we're going to daze. This is a pretty standard ability, guys. Whenever that's available, we're going to be using it with 9th Sister. We go ahead basic, and now we're looking pretty good. What we're going to do here is, again, guys, we're going to basic. Now, I was kind of talking in the Discord call here, and we was kind of going over whether it's worth healing, but we decided just in case JMK does go next, it's not worth risking it. So we go ahead, GI goes next, he does the ability block, and from this point, it's pretty smooth sailing. So we go ahead, we basic with 2nd Sister there, and then we basic again with 9th Sister, and when JMK is this weak, there is nothing wrong with doing the 3rd ability on 8th Brother. Now again, don't do this in general because it's going to remove Purge, but in the end it gets us the win. And there we go, guys. You do not need 5th Brother if you follow the tips in this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe. And as always, guys, have a Glurmit day.